Okay, so basically this tank right here is the WZ-120. This is a bit of a rare one. The whole Chinese line is a bit rare because I don't feel like people see the potential in the line, and the potential of the line is big guns, big alpha damage. So let's see how this tank stacks up to some other tanks. So this is basically a T-54. Historically this is a T-54, a straight up copy, but in World of Tanks it has some different configurations. So as you can see, it has 440 alpha, which is more than any other tier 9 tank. I mean medium tank, of course. The pen is also really good, but because of the good alpha it has to have a drawback, which is the rate of fire, and the DPM then drops to about 2.3k, which is not tragic. It is pretty damn low though, so you gotta watch out for that. So make sure to pimp out your WZ-120 a little bit. It has decent hit point amount, it has decent side armor actually, so if you want to do some side scraping, this can be done with this tank. But watch out for the hull, because the hull is really not good. It's just gonna get penned immediately. The third armor is also really good. It does have some cupolas though, which can be penned, so watch out for that. It's pretty damn fast. Part weight is 16, which is, as you can see, not that good. It is okay though. It's better than the Object 430. Also, the gun is quite accurate. Where the hell is the accuracy? The gun is quite accurate at .36, but the aiming time is really long, so you won't quite be able to shoot someone unless you're lucky when they get spotted on a ridge line in a bush, because they will fall back faster because of the 3 seconds 6 cents timing thing. But it's a lot more accurate than the Object 430, which I think would be the closest comparison to the WZ-120. It has a decent camo, and it has acceptable view range at 390, so just put some coated optics on like me and you're good to go. But that sounds like a pretty good tank, right? What's wrong with that? It has some drawbacks and good stuff, perfectly fine. Okay, that's fine, but you have this parameter right here. 3 degrees of gun depression is absolutely horrific. By the way, let me mention, if you choose to use the 100mm, you are having 5 degrees, but do not use this 100mm over the 122. Use it until you get the 122, because the 122 is really the strong point of this tank. So that's pretty much what the WZ-120 is all about. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, so here we go. This is a replay that I just made today, and it was a decent round. It's gonna show the strengths and the weaknesses of the WZ-120. We're on Redshire, rolling on Redshire. It's a very good, it's a standard tier 9 matchup basically, because the matchup on tier 9 is just really good. Like, for very long time now, the matchmaking for tier 9 is just really good. You just keep on meeting tier 8s. Sometimes you meet tier 10s, but that's fine because they're just one tier higher than you, right? You can deal with tier 10s. As you can see, my loadout, I'm just using AP and HE. I really like using HE shells just like a troll. When someone is doing some professional side scraping, just shoot some HE in his tracks and stuff to get some damage. But so right now I'm planning to go to the castle, because I feel like that is it feels like a position not that necessary, but if you're trying to capture the base, if the enemy gets the castle, they can just shoot the base from the side, which is not what you want. So we'll see if we meet some people here, because we'll be able to show how strong this gun is. As you can see, the whole armor actually sometimes can work out. If it's on like a derpy angle, it can make some bounces work out. but the side armor is normally what you want to use with this tank, and the turret armor, of course. So that's a Primo Victoria. It has a very good turret, so I'll try to shoot the cupola right there. As you can see, I put a very big shell in him. 487 damage with a medium tank seems very strong. Look at that, 370 by the M103. I literally have more alpha than a tier 9 heavy. We'll try again here, and I think that was a bit of a bad shot. He was already hiding down there. But as you can see, the aim time is really long with this tank. It's really long. I didn't quite realize that the M103 right there straight went to push. I just realized that now because I was tunnel visioning a bit, and I want to help him. I don't want to let people go and push, and I'm just sitting at the back. Okay, right now you can see the gun depression. I cannot depress my gun for that STA. Let me just pause here, okay? The thing is, what is going on here? We have the hill on the left, right? And we have the area on the front right there. And that's where I didn't quite realize what the matchup was, how many tank destroyers there were, but I was expecting a lot of tank destroyers to be on both sides. I was worried about the gun depression. It turns out exactly as I thought. That is pretty much max gun depression right there. And I was trying to watch out from the left and from the front as well to hide my tank. And I was just stuck here in this position because I just can't shoot the STA. I'm getting slammed by artillery. I just need to fall back right now because I'm just in a very weak position for this tank. I'm trying to ping where the artillery is as well. As you can see, I'm trying to aim at the STA, but I just don't have the depression. I'm gonna fall back here. I was hoping there's no one there on the hill. I was waiting for it though. I'm getting some spotting here. I realized my driver was injured. I repair my driver. Now right here. Terrible shot right there. Very bad shot. I should have reacted faster. Hit the back of the tortoise before he went forward. That was a very important shot that I just missed. But as you can see, I'm almost full hit points. I'm willing to take a risk right now. That tortoise is a dangerous tank, so I'm gonna go out and take him out. There's an object 704 camping where I basically thought he is, and I was lucky enough that he only got my track down. Right now I'm thinking, what should I do? This M103 is just going for the... I'm trying to tell him that the object is at the side, but at this point, I mean, we're winning by a lot, so we might as well just go and push them, right? I was trying to hide there. I was sure that at this point the object would never shoot me instead of him, because he was just a stationary target. I go around, take out the STA. He actually gets a shot into me but didn't pen. So right now I'm trying to hide from the object. I don't know what he's looking at, because it seems like I'm a very free target right now. So again, artillery slamming me. It's very obvious where he is. He's down in that corner. So I tell the people that the bat chat is down there. So I decided to push now, go in this bush, see if I can spot him. I saw that there were bushes everywhere, so there was no point in sitting here. I got distracted here because I thought that was the object getting spotted, but that's where the object is. But yeah, this tank is played really... It can be played as a really strong attacking tank. Is that a word? Attacking tank? But it very often it should be playing as a supportive tank, do some spotting, do some very strong hits. And right now we're just basically won. There's no way we lose this one, right? I just go and find the artillery. I was hoping the artillery... Actually, we don't have the artillery anymore. I was scared that my artillery would get him. Right there, the fence there was kind of distracting me, because I thought I still didn't have a shot into him because the reticle wasn't on him. But that's pretty much it. It was a really good round. By the way, the timer of the Sixth Sense, I actually didn't install that in the XVM package, but it just gave me it and I reinstalled it, making sure that I don't have it, but I have it anyway. So this was a decent round. It wasn't like a very insane round, right? But when you have very good alpha damage and you're against lower tier tanks, sometimes it's just an issue to get full damage shots in, because of the very big alpha damage, right? And normally your opponents will be only like 3 shots away from death when being full health, right? So that's especially with like an ISU-152, getting full damaging shots into people is quite difficult. But as you can see, this tank is a lot of fun. It's one of my personal favorites. I just made a very long grind from tier 1 to this tank because I really liked it. I'm not sure about the 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 is a pretty interesting tank, but it's pretty much the same thing. So that's it. It's a pretty sick tank.